नमस्कार। नमस्कार। मैं चंदन कुमार मिश्रा आप लोगों के साथ एक और ईमेल राइटिंग से जुड़ी हुई अपनी जो एक्सपीरियंस हैं, वर्किंग एक्सपीरियंस, वो साझा कर रहा हूँ। 2 दिन पहले 15 तारीख को मुझे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन फॉर इकोनॉमिक कोऑपरेशन एंड डेवलपमेंट के ट्रेड से एक न्यूज़ प्राप्त हुआ। आप लोग भी न्यूज़ लेटर के लिए ज्वाइन करके पत्राचार कर सकते हैं कि ग्लोबल वैल्यू चेन ट्रेड रिमेन्स एट रिकॉर्ड हाई। I have received a message from OECD that global value chain trade remains record high, means it has recovered from the drastic effects of pandemic. So the email reads as follows: like trade news I received on 15 July 2026, like global value chains are evolving, not fragmenting. The post-pandemic period and recent geopolitical tension have tested how companies organize production, but new OECD report finds that the world economy remains closely connected, means the global world order are more emphasizing to strengthen friendly diplomatic ties with their bilateral and multilateral associates by paying more attention to export and import of products and services which could be essentially useful for human life, livelihood and survival. Firms still rely on trade, services, and investment across borders of the countries to make and deliver goods, means products, with stronger services integration and the continued role of multinational enterprises supporting supply chain resilience, means OECD has expressed good trust and faith that the positive indicators are indicated for progress of the global world order for sustainable development as per the aligned goals of the United Nations Development Program Sustainable Development Goal 2030. In focus, global value chains, the cross border of countries, networks companies use to make products remains a major part of the world economy. Many everyday goods are made, means products are made through steps spread across several countries, means multinational corporations and production of different kind of components, parts of chips like mobile phone. Different components are made at different parts of the globe and compiled to assemble to make such device which could be used for information communication and technology respectively, for other medicals and other kind of sectors, for improving efficacy and performance of the products and services. Even pharmaceutical related clinical research are being carried out across the globe, which assures proper drug design, drug testing, and drug administration, vaccination, so that people could feel themselves protected, prevented, and quarantined and cared and cured from different kind of circumstances of communicable or infectious diseases. So positive indications are indicated that global world order are working together in synergy with strategic plan and financial cooperation so that we can overcome any kind of disastrous problem, and United Nations disaster risk reduction programs are being implemented. World Economic Forum related provisions are being implemented. World Bank and IMF related provisions are being implemented by OECD and concerned financial service provider organizations associated with United Nations. So many everyday goods are made through steps spread across several countries, from parts and materials to design, assembly, and delivery, as per the report. And according to the new OECD data report, trade linked to global value chains accounted for around 17% of global GDP in 2024, and total trade accounted for around 31% of global GDP. Many products still rely on inputs sourced from more than one country. Here, GDP means gross domestic production of member nations. This shows that global production has not pulled apart. What is changing is how companies organize supply chains, with some sectors adjusting more than others. You can read more by following the links. And the statistics states that industries are not responding to recent stocks or shocks in the exact same way. and new strategies are implemented to overcome difficult and challenging circumstances for revival of economy and uh, insurance of industries like manufacturing and transport remains strongly connected across borders of the countries. As per the report, pharmaceuticals have become more internationally integrated so that a technological exchange could assure proper development of the drugs and medicines by support from United Nations, by support from World Health Organization's pandemic management, integrated data management centers operating from different components, different parts of the world, as well as health management information system related statistical status are being analyzed for qualitative and quantitative assessments. Clinical data are being assessed accordingly so that proper drug designs and vaccines development and vaccines administration could quarantine and protect the global human society from any kind of health challenges. As per the report, like motor vehicles have reduced their reliance on foreign inputs and more indigenous motor vehicles companies are installed, established, and transportation related productions and utilities are being increased, improved. Even Reserve Bank of India also ensures investment in Government of India as well as abroad so that different segments of economy related cooperations and support could be assured for mutually beneficial partnership agreements among member nations of the United Nations. And overall, the pattern points to targets sectors by sector adjustment and not a broad retreat from global trade as per the report, as it was mentioned into the report. And quick insights were mentioned that making and selling goods now depends on more than factories and shipping. It also relies on logistics, finance, software design, and other business services. So that logistic management ensures that proper courier services or transportation services are assured for transportation of products and services across the globe so that we can overcome any kind of hurdles which are obstructing any kind of exchange of like foods as is what happened in that Black Sea, Mediterranean Sea during recent periods, and like ports of Hormuz were open so that uh, petroleum products related exports and imports related channels are what we can say re-strengthened so that global supply chain would assure accessibility and availability of essential products and services for daily household related consumptions and utilizations. Financial sectors related what we can say positive indications are also indicated as per the report with reference to forex exchange of currencies and the use of finances for assuring procurement, purchase, and transportation of essential products and services so that global human society could utilize the what we can say production offer for global trade by any member nations of the United Nations. Software related technological integrations are also being developed. However, artificial intelligence related words are commonly being used nowadays, but all kind of artificial intelligence related software and products are created by natural intelligent human beings. Hence, copyrights and intellectual property rights of the developers of different kind of software or knowledge products or artificial intelligence related applications should be protected in association with National Copyright Office as well as World Intellectual Property Organizations so that stakes and human rights, economic, social, political, constitutional, human rights of the people could be protected because we could not underestimate the contributions and intellectual hard labor of an intellectual for development of any kind of software. However, the developed software could be useful for various kinds of business processing or delivery of services. But that could be replied also for several times. But we should also recognize those intellectual service providers whoever had developed any kind of artificial intelligence interfaces so that they can earn proper royalty and income for their developed product and services. Designs and other business services related regulations should be regulated in such a manner that stakes and benefits of all the stakeholders and service providers should be protected. Then services trade grows faster than goods trade between 2011 and 2023, reaching 21% of global gross domestic productions. So more emphasis were given on business process outsourcing and other kind of service to service cooperations. It's also a good indication intellectuals are being recognized, being respected, regarded, and offer job opportunities across the globe for offering any kind of business processing, any kind of project management services by application of teleconferencing, video conferencing, and all kind of like applications which could enable remote sensing and discussions among different stakeholders and service providers by application of video conferencing technologies. Even during 2020, a number of global bilateral and multilateral forum discussions were organized by application of video conferencing applications. It proves the significance and utility of information technology device for corporate governance, for welfare governance of the governments of the respected country of the member nations of the United Nations. So service trade grew faster than goods trade between 2011 to 2023 and reaching 21% of global GDP, and commercial presence abroad remains an important way to deliver services internationally. So commercial representatives presentation or development of association agents, business promoters, like sharing presentations, project proposals to the associates or service provider or HR working across the globe could enable a businessman to promote their products and services, to share PowerPoint presentations, project proposals, agreements with potential associates and business partners so that good profitable commercial agreements could be administered for benefit of all the stakeholders. So commercial presence abroad remains an important way to deliver service internationally as per the observation of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. And together these shifts points to a more service driven model of global production. So the more service driven model of global production also signifies that human resource management related practices would improve. More people will be deployed, hired, and posted for processing different steps of services related with any kind of business or service delivery related cooperation among member nations. You can also watch different kind of presentations presented by Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, like strengthening supply chain through efficiency, resilience, artificial intelligence, and environmental performance. OECD Supply Chain Resilience Review towards new trade in value added TIVA indicators that account for modes of supply in services trade. More about the OECD's work on global value and supply chains, you can watch the presentation on their website or YouTube ID. And OECD states that we greatly value your inputs, help us understand how we can meet the needs of our readers by completing a brief 5-minute survey. You can participate in survey also, like how satisfied are you with the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development trade newsletters. You can also reply, and probably they will pay you for submission of your articles to them also. So I have received this email, and you can also join for different kind of newsletters from like OECD, IMF, UNHRC, Government of India, and you can participate in this interactive intellectual services. So, Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development has shared this email to me. In response to the email, I have replied to the OECD with my answers as follows. Like all reported positive, peaceful, sustainable development oriented exchange of human consumable raw materials, products, processed products, services, and technology, trade increment indicates good news about revival and recovery of the global economy at present time. It denotes positive result of improved, trustful and profitable bilateral and multilateral friendly relations among the member nations of the United Nations by implementing peaceful, progressive diplomatic cooperation agreement implementation. Resultantly, ease of living for global humanitarian society would increase. Human Development Index would increase. Sustainable Development Goals 2030 related programs of activities would be implemented. Climate Finance Corporation funding could be increased by CSR, Corporate Social Responsibility Fund, grants donation by MNCs, multinational companies with IMF, International Monetary Fund, and World Bank Group support, and Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development supports. Congratulations, OECD, for this valuable reports. So I have replied this email with thanks by Chandan Kumar Mishra, stress management trainer and author. My YouTube apps class channel ID is at Chandan Vidya. I will be sharing you further details in due course of time. With thanks, take care, good luck, and there are positive aspirations for your success affirmations, for our success affirmations by expected efforts to receive grace of God, blessings of God for our well-being. Thank you.